Yo, what's the difference between doing comedy in a black room, aka a power room, or a white room? Huh? I bet you've asked that question. Well, I'm gonna give you an answer. But first, I want you to subscribe to this video. I want you to take a listen. If you like it, I want you to not only subscribe, but like it, and feel free to leave a comment. All right, let's find out. In a black room, aka a hood room, a urban room, which I don't use the name, I simply call it a power room. A power room demands excellence. You got to be on point. As soon as you get in, from the first joke to the last, we want to laugh immediately. So that's it. Just bring your A game. Hit them. It's like boxing. Pow, 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 from the first joke to the last, and you out. They love you. Keep it moving. Now, the difference when you're in a white room, you get a little more opportunity to take your time, to develop a joke, get to know your crowd a little bit. Black folks say, look, you should have got to know us when we walked in the door. Do your shizzle. Look, if you're a black comic and you did only white rooms, you're a white comic, you're an Asian comic, you're an Indian comic, you only did white room, you need to do some black rooms. I'm telling you, it will sharpen your skills. It will teach you to be even funnier, and it'll teach you to be a little quicker on your funny. White rooms also tend to start on time. I do like that part. Power rooms can start at any time. It could be 8 o'clock showtime, and then the next thing you know, 11 p.m. is you hitting the stage. I've been told that power rooms tend to let comedians get on the stage and rock out as long as they want, even well past their time. I've seen this, and that's something that I see in both rooms. So I don't make that a power room thing. I've seen that in white rooms too, where they just let them just rock. And especially if they ain't funny, just be rocking and rocking. You like, really? You gonna just let this guy keep going? He'd be like, how much time I got? You got a couple more minutes. Keep going. Keep going. He ain't said shit for 7 minutes. White rooms tend to start on time. Power rooms don't. Not all power rooms. I've been to a lot of power rooms that they look, we starting at 8. And then they start at 8. That's right. But we do have a reputation for starting the show an hour to 3 hours past whatever time it says it starts. So if y'all going to start doing power rooms, get used to staying up a little bit later. I will say, as a comedian, I've sharpened my skills by doing various power rooms, from just the really nice rooms to the straight up what's considered hood rooms, where they demand you to hit them immediately. If you're a comedian, I don't care what race you are, and you somehow decided that power rooms is not something for you, make it something for you. Get rid of that fear. A lot of comedians tend to fear going in black rooms because they know that the crowd can be, sit there and just look at you. I'm telling you, I've been on stage many times. Black folks will just stare in your face and hate you. You right here, you feel it. From their brain to their eyes, you feel the hate. But then on the flip side of that, if you give it to them, they will take that ride with you like nobody will. I'm telling you, it's an incredible thing. And once you master that, you take yourself to a whole nother level. We are a tough audience, and that makes you funny and funny. If you are a black comedian that only does power rooms, I'm only good in these rooms, you need to get that out of your head. You need to go on over and do all the rooms. Superstardom comes from being able to master multiple rooms, multiple audiences. You know what I'm saying? And the best example I can give you is Kevin Hart, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle. These guys learned to master both sides of the fence, the urban side of the fence and the Caucasian side of the fence. And when I say Caucasian side of the fence, I'm going to broaden that to just everyone who ain't black. And when you take guys like Kevin Hart, they write material in a way that whether they're in a power room or if they're in an industry room or whatever you want to call it, white room, they're successful. Their material is successful. They don't change the material. Now, look, if you are a comedian that does predominantly non-power rooms, never feel that you have to go into a power room and change your material to appease the crowd. I know I used to do that. I used to have a whole different set when I was in white rooms, and then when I would go to power rooms, I would change up everything just to entertain that crowd, which was wrong, because once you find your voice, you need to stick with your voice. So what I learned is that my material is funny in any room. The only thing you may possibly have to change when you go to a power room, if you predominantly do white rooms, is the cadence. You might need to speed it up a little bit, add a little more energy to your style, but you will get what you're after. Black people laugh at the same stuff white people laugh at. Stop categorizing us in these separate worlds. We in the same world, the same country. We understand the same things. Okay? You can be successful in either room. Just start to write about things that everybody can relate to, you know? I'm not saying change up whatever personal style you've developed, but writing material that everyone can relate to is a great way to get everybody involved in what you're creating. You know, when I'm in rooms with multiple races, I have material everybody in that room can relate to. If I'm talking about dating, who in that room ain't dated? Everybody dated. If you're straight, you're gay, you're old, you're young, whatever race you are, whatever religion you are, whatever culture you are, you have dated. So you can take something from my set on dating. Most of the people are married. You can take something from married material, my married material. A lot of people have kids in the audience. You can take that too. We're human. We all do basically the same things, and you can pull from that, and you can find stuff that everyone's gonna like. Hey man, it's the same thing that happened to me with my kids, or with my wife, or on the date I went on, or the crazy bitch I went out with, or whatever. We're on the same boat. You know what else? We all broke. Talk about being broke, everybody in the crowd will laugh. We all know about being broke. So when you write that set, just remember, we're all on the same boat. Keep it down the middle. Everybody can relate. That material will work in both rooms, white or black. Do you think Kevin Hart changes his material when he goes in the white room or when he's in the power room? No, it's the same jokes in both rooms and they work exactly the same. Okay? So take that fear out of you and go do a power room. If you're afraid of them, go do a power room. I'm telling you, I was afraid to do power rooms many years back, and I finally went in and I said, hey, there's really no difference. I changed my cadence a little bit. I upped the ante. But then once I upped the ante, I realized that was me anyway. So I kept that same energy when I was doing the white rooms. And if you only do black rooms, you need to go do some different crowds and find out how good your material really is. Don't leave yourself locked up in one sector. You have no idea how great you are until everyone has heard your material and you've got that reaction to work on, okay? All right, if you like this video, I need you to like it, subscribe to it, and feel free to leave a comment, okay? I can take it, good or bad. And if you have any ideas of stuff that you want me to talk about, I'll talk about it. Hit me up. Gerald B, baby. I'm out.